Okay, so welcome back. Before we start on the ordinary program, we have a little surprise and a little entertainment for you. Hopefully a combination of entertainment, science, making, and music. So let me introduce the two gentlemen behind me, Alexander Jensenius, which is the head of the department of musicology at the University of Oslo, and Christian Nymoen is a researcher at the same department. And without further introduction, the scene is yours.
Thank you. Great to be here. Fantastic program. I'm just going to say that at the Department of Musicology and in collaboration with informatics, and there are a few people from informatics here as well, we are working on music and body movement. And we are studying how people move when they play, when they dance, when they listen to music, when they play air guitar, etc. And we're also trying to see how we can use motion capture technologies in interactive music. And this is going to be an example of this here. We are working with all sorts of technologies, camera-based technologies, Kinect, optical, infrared systems, accelerometer-based system, etc. And this is an accelerometer-based system, and each of these small boxes contain an accelerometer, gyroscope, and magnetometer. There are 18 of them, 21? 17 of them on Christian now, and they are all integrated so you can get his position, as you see here. And one of our main challenges is really to figure out how to use body to control sound and music in real time. And I think that's basically what I'm going to say, and then leave the floor to Christian to do a demo.
Demo nummer 1. Demo nummer 3. Demo nummer 4. Demo nummer 4. Demo nummer 1.
Any questions?
So what is the exact relationship between your movements and the sound we're hearing?
I define the relationships between the movement and the sounds myself. For instance, the second example where I'm waving my hands around and there's this Star Wars-ish sound, the velocity of my movement will determine the loudness of the loudness. And then there are a couple of delay lines there where my horizontal movement in this direction will control the feedback and the delay time for each of these. And there's another ring modulation thing that controls this pitch, so you get like higher frequencies and lower frequencies by the vertical position. Everything else is they vary for each example, but some of the research that we do is really trying to figure out what is a good relationship between some movement, some action, and a corresponding sound. So you would never trigger a drum sound with smooth motion like that. You would usually do something like that. Yeah.
So you can also say that we are designing couplings between movement and sound, as Christian is mentioning here now, but we're also working on automatic methods for doing it. For example, Christian did his PhD on machine learning techniques, etc., for these things. So we are trying to do both. Oh, over there.
Onyx Ashanti, he has a concept called Beats Jazz, which is based, he is an active musician based on motion converted into music. It's, if you don't know him, check it out. He has a TED Talk and a lot of good stuff around that.
Cool. Didn't know about that, but yeah, thanks for the comment. Here, running back and forth.
I was wondering whether you thought of the idea of analyzing people as they dance to a lot of different kinds of songs and then storing that data and making a retrieval mechanism. So if you make a dance that or movements that are suitable or very similar to that dance, then you also call up that music that corresponds to it?
Yes, we are doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. We are working on it. Yeah, we're building a database of different types of motion capture, both dancers and musicians, and also people moving spontaneously to sound. And the aim is really to be able to do, as you say, have some kind of retrieval system so that you can move and you can search Spotify basically based on this. Cool. Thanks. Oh, there's a question. Oh, another one.
What about dance training using this?
We are doing interactive dance as well, where the dancers create the music while they're dancing. Is that what you're thinking about, or are you?
I mean, like training people in salsa dancing or different types of dancing, using this somehow.
Yeah, that's a good idea to have some interactive feedback, so that you would listen to the sound, and if it sounds good, you're dancing well in a way. Yeah, cool idea.
Have you thought about also creating, instead of music, creating shapes out of the motion that you're doing? Because for 3D printing, that would be an interesting way to generate objects.
It is a good idea, and we are actually collaborating with the Robin Group at the university, and they do have 3D printers. So we have been talking about doing things like that, and that's a very good idea. One more. Was it the last one, or Roger, you are in control here now?
Yep. Would it be, how hard would it be to control a quadcopter with this technology? Doable?
Well, it's simple to set up the connection, but I guess, well, that's something to try. Now suddenly people got excited.
Are you working with any professional dancers?
Yes. Yeah, we are working with, we are really trying to cover both professionals and also amateurs, and also look at the differences between the different groups.
As you, some of you may know, like one of the problems using like a system like virtual reality system like Oculus Rift is that you can't see your hands, you can't see your body when you're looking around. Have you tried coupling the system with virtual reality systems like Oculus Rift?
We haven't done it, but the other people in our community, like the NIME, the New Interfaces for Musical Expression community, there are certainly people that are doing that. So it's an interesting coupling. But we have mainly been focusing on the connection between body movement and sound.
All right, thank you, Alexander and Christian.